What's up, Army? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
I'm Curtis.
Y'all know the vibes. Y'all seen the picture. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all know why y'all here. Don't mess with BTS Suga. Don't mess with me. Hit that subscribe button and become a real redeemer today. Also, for more content like this, don't mess around and miss out. Jump on the Jump on the Patreon. We going up for Suga's birthday. If y'all don't want to mess with him, y'all better be up on there. It's Suga's birthday. We've been having a ball. We got a whole bunch of Suga content up on there. The Dutchie from DK TV was amazing. By the time y'all watching this, him really and Young Bae will be up on there. Their interview. We'll be doing a Hoshi interview with him very soon as well. So y'all gonna want to get on there early for that. If you love Suga, you love BTS, there's gonna be a bunch of exclusive content up there. No long talk. Let's get into the Don't Mess with BTS Suga. Cause it's a cat. Get it?
Their editing is so great.
Hey.
Hey.
Those in the soup joints.
That was crazy. He threw the camera. That'd be how he looking when he MCs. We talked about this too, the sleeping.
The sleep shit.
In the early days. Oh my god.
You might need that.
Really is giving cat energy, ironically.
베어부인이에요, 베어부인. 굉장히 왔는데 다리로 가고 이동하는 중입니다. 왜요? 사진 찍으러요. 다리로 가고 있어요. 저 형아 어제 저거 다리 수술했다 그랬는데 고양 어울리네.
Sound effects are too funny.
Kick with happiness is great.
Taser action.
정식으로 아직 안 했어요?
네, 저희 피땀 눈물은 저희 카메라 하신대요.
형 미쳤어요?
Seem to be Suga and Tay a lot.
형 미쳤어요? 진짜 와 약소대 여기 진짜
Who's got the angel wings on?
Fallen Angel.
What was that chop?
The sound effects are hilarious. A lot of gin.
다 자고 있어가지고
This the video game from in the suit.
Oh really?
오케이 수고 윤기야 내 말
Was this when he did the joint like, yo, I know how to already beat the level, and Suge still went and did whatever he was doing?
공원가 갈 거면은
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Not in concert too.
Yeah, he's like, yo, my man. Hey, my
My
guy.
head whip. To actually do that on stage is so funny. Oh wow, it's my fault for not noticing.
That damn squishy noises is always getting me.
히리도 오디션을 통해서 들어왔는데 히리도 오디션 자체는 뭐 굉장히 약간 쉬웠어요.
Oh wow. Jeez.
August D just got shit out.
저는 뭐 저를 마음껏 펼칠 수 그거 있을 것 같았어요.
왜?
You gotta shove him aside.
감사합니다. 춘천 비원 스타들 좋네요. 여러분들 카메라 덕분에 안에 풍성하니까 여러분들 다음 활동 더 멋지게 내보도록 할게요. 여러분들 감사합니다.
It'd be funny if RM did the same thing.
Is that red hair Jim?
Seems like a human.
네, 너의 부르셨습니까 주인님? 여러분들 박수 좀 쳐주세요. 네. 나 리더야 박수 안 쳐. 죄송합니다. 이게 뭐야? 야 238개다. 238개야.
It is funny.
Love how they add the pouty faces over it too.
Like he died a little inside. It is a lot of him and Jin.
Him, Jin, and Tay. I feel like are kind of
and Cookie a lot too. Look.
Yeah, you don't want to poke that bear.
Good shit. Was this doing Perfect Man?
A few minutes
Oh wow,
later.
that'd be a great catch.
Yeah, that was they lays they head on for the Perfect Man performance because that's Jimin with the hair.
Oh yeah.
내가 왜 일지망으로 제요 미지망으로 지민이 있는 게 중요하고 왜 좋은 줄 알아? 얘기할게 이거?
You really want me to say it?
얘기해 주세요. 옆에 있으면 좀 더.
Sound effect.
Feeling scared too.
He backing up with the cake like.
We almost died.
Oh, what's that perfect
He
human
made a
being?
business decision at that point.
Like that music.
슈가형과 어울리는 제육이 그냥 슈가.
Oh damn! Hey, damn on the haters! Damn!
Rapper V. Psych. So we always hear about V wanting the rap too, so that's even more hilarious.
He was like, yeah, I'm gonna just fade to the back.
트럼프 작가분께서 언급하셨던 그 부분을
Remember this.
언급해서 여쭤본 거였고요. 그거에 대해서 그냥
I was wondering if we were gonna get moments like this as well.
He was like, "Get off our dick. Don't worry about it. Our lawyers are handling it by."
고민하다고 생각을 하고 있습니다. 네, 그것에 대해서는 회사에서 지금 처리를 하고 있기 때문에 뭐 결과 나오면 알겠죠. 네, 감사합니다.
Mic
For
drop.
sure, yeah. But I was wondering if we were gonna kind of get moments like that too, where it was like outside of just the members themselves.
He's like,
what?
no, leave me alone.
나 LA 왔어. 뭐 했어? 나 납치당했어. 난 감시당했어. 어떻게? 봐봐.
되게 마음이 막 체한 것 같은데. 잠이 오는데 이거
Boy with love video shoot.
추울 때 춥잖아요.
이렇게 형 이렇게 동사하는 거예요. 예?
형님!
형 이런 영화에 나오잖아. 영화에 나오잖아. 형 자면 안 돼. 자면 안 돼. 잠들면 안 돼. 잠들면 안 돼.
You just know slaps coming.
He was like, "Yo, who's smacking who?"
Oh, the video cuts right there.
Right.
It's like we know what happened after that.
Okay, it was already linked up. Yeah, man. It's so funny because obviously at this point in our journey, make sure you guys jump on the Patreon if you guys haven't seen us watch In the Suit, Run BTS, like, you know, literally everything Bon Voyage.
Bon Voyage.
Because I'm a segue. We've seen so much now that we understand that Suge, how, like, you know, caring he is, like, you know, the quote unquote like mom or dad of the group, depending on how you feel about him or Jin's dynamic. But just really everything that he does to make sure everybody in the group is taken care of. It is funny though, his like get the fuck out of my face personality sometimes. Where
it feels so in line with like the cat persona that they described to him. Like, you know how you could pet a cat and they could be like all loving and everything, and then
the next minute it'd be like a second later.
Skibbity pat.
So you got a little too close. You're like, all right, my fault.
It's like sometimes, not like you never know what you're going to get, but literally just like a cat, where it's just like you can be best friends with a cat for, you know, the 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes later, you know, the cat's punching you in the face and just like, you know, get out of it, you know, get out of here.
Ironically, always happy like around the
Nas
food.
is somewhere like,
Yeah, right.
thinking about his kid.
Ironically, always happy around food and everything too. Like, you know, like he's like one of the main cooks of the group, or at least the most, the one who kind of takes on that role the most, I would say.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
I feel like Sugar's my spirit animal.
For sure.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all weren't supposed to fucking agree.
Too late.
We got too close.
Too
We
late.
get batted now.
Too close, man.
Too close.
Dial.
Nah, that's funny though.
Nah. But it is funny. It was some habitual line steppers, repeat offenders.
Repeat offenders.
It definitely
V.
was repeat offenders. V was definitely like
definitely
the repeat offenders.
Habitual line stepper.
Yeah, and we know that too. And obviously, when we get into like American Hustle Life too, we'll see a little bit more of how V definitely was more playful earlier on, kind of as far as like being in faces and goofing and doing stuff or whatever. But we saw that. I saw obviously Jen a lot on here as well. And it seems like Jin sometimes, you know he can get on people. He'll get on people's nerves kind of on purpose and stuff, and just kind
But he also
of.
knows when to
There's a
refer.
bit of playfulness to that. I mean, of
Yeah,
course,
it's
it's
all- in
all
all
done,
of it.
Yeah, of course, it's all done playfully. But it's like, you know, especially being the older and kind of like trying to disarm the members as far as like, you know, like yes, I'm like older, but I'm really fun and eccentric to be around you guys too. I'm eccentric, so I can kind of like allow you to. You know, like you don't have to feel like everything around me has to be treated in such a manner to where it's like we can't have fun or we can't be serious. He'll almost like it feels like he takes on that role in some instances to kind of allow everyone else to kind of be freed up in that. So if he like, kind of dotes on certain members to mess with them or to be playful or lift spirits or however which you want to interpret that as far as like the ones who want to kind of make the most happy in the group. I know you hear it a lot about Hope. You hear it a lot about Jin, I'm sure, as far as those kind of moments. But I do like how that pertains to the dynamics with each individual member in the group too, and how it's always done in a playful manner as far as like the Yoongi side of things.
No, but you got to remember, attitude reflect leadership. So remember, like most of that is coming down from Bang and the way they treat Jin, and Jin treats them, and vice versa. So I mean,
And honestly,
you know,
the way they treat
it all
younger
just-
groups too.
It all just kind of trickles down, and you know, it's good good examples being set there.
Nah, real shit.
Paying it forward.
And I like the JK interactions too, just because most of the times he's like doe-eyed.
reactions
Just, you know what I mean? His reactions is kind of like that. Where it's just like, oh shit, like this is really going on.
Always look confused.
Yeah,
But he's always like out the way, and knows when to get the hell.
he knows
out
when
the
to
way.
like let me just leave this shit alone.
Those would be like the funniest reactions where he's like 2-3 people off to the side just looking like I'm staying away from this.
The Jim and then the cake thing was funny as shit when he kept almost like leaning back, like
He
yo,
literally
you
had the
fucked
cake. He was
up.
like,
And then Hope beating him. He blew the candles out before we could even sing.
it's literally like the Gambino thing with the pizza. Like you show up all happy with the beat, and then everyone like
It's like
he's like
it's a shit show. But nah, like I said, this pretty much just doubled down on like things that we know and seen. There actually was a lot of stuff on here that we haven't had an opportunity to
And that really
look
speaks
at
to how
too.
much content they have as far as, you know, all these moments that we're aware of existing as far as like personality wise, but then, you know, so many more examples of it being provided.
Shit, might argue 80% of this we may not have seen. Shit,
Yeah,
like,
honestly, yeah.
which is good content. But I loved it. And it's funny too because not to run on a tangent, but like the interactions that we were getting still seems genuine, still seem the same, and this is in all different age brackets.
Not for sure.
Like this looks like clips from like 2013, 15, 20, 17, and it still was kind of like the same vibe. I guess this has been going on with them for a decade.
Yeah. And honestly, and we spoke to that as far as the sleep rule changes, as far as like they seem to be, the older versions of them seem to be a lot more respectful of people's kind of rest.
Yeah, that changed. Yeah,
but I mean, it's just interesting that the essence of those things seem to stay the same, but like they are in a much different kind of place with it at the same point, like the essence of it being the same. But
where
that was
in 2012,
really
if you was sleeping shit, someone might smack you, be like, "Yo, da, 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 it's funny, ha ha,"
or like a prank.
So where in 17 or 18, it's just like, all right, it's the concert joint. We might can make noise or do something, but I ain't gonna touch you or physically, like draw. In fact, now I'm gonna lay in the bed with you. That's the playfulness now and stuff. Can we share a cover?
Or it'll be something, to the extent of like, instead of physically touching you, shaking you, or slapping you, or kind of any of those, like, again, as you would say, like physical kind of interactions, where it'll be like more like playful, where like we're memeing behind you, we're kind of like, putting like a hat over your head, or kind of just like little like things like that, where it's like not as like kind of invasive, I guess, like that. If that makes sense.
No touching while I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
No sleepy touching. But yeah, that's my spill. I enjoyed this. You can go, bro.
Only thing I was really going to add to this was I was like, I knew we were going to get moments of interactions between the group members themselves, of course. I was curious to see how it would extend behind that, as far as because we've seen moments like that with staff, as far as like the playfulness with staff behind the scenes of like run episodes and such. But I was curious where it pertained to like media or like anything outside of that. So I did think that was interesting, where we got like those kind of press conferences where the questions were like, like I'm going to take the lead on this question. And honestly, and that's another thing in and of itself, because we know RM is always kind of the one who seemingly has to speak on everything. So I do think it's interesting when certain members take the moment to kind of step up and be the one who addresses the situation. So nonetheless, I found like that interesting, but how he kind of addressed that in a respectful, like kind of basically like, they're handling it, the label's handling it, we ain't talking about it kind of thing. Next question.
Yeah, and probably because I guess Jin and Suge, for the most part, seem to, I guess, be the mom and the dad of the group and do certain things to kind of try to take as much weight off of RM's shoulders as possible. So I guess it's kind of decent in them kind of moments to where I'm pretty sure RM would have responded kind of in that same fashion, but to just even jump in front of it and just be like, nah, I got this one.
I mean, we saw when Hobie literally took the mic from RM and was like, handed it to the translator, like, basically, this is your job. He shouldn't have to do this. And he probably knew how RM was stressed about those kind of things. But I really do kind of admire seeing those moments as well.
Yeah, because sometimes, BTS is so well, and I'm not gonna call it media trained because it really seems like it's just genuinely like their vibe and energy, like are so well versed with how they like answer questions and kind of go about and do things. So I do like how with RM being the leader, you want to keep, I'm not gonna say like the integrity up, but if you can protect him from certain things to kind of take weight off the shoulders, like you said with the translator situation, you want to jump on things like that just to get it out the way, because they might have all personally had conversations prior to, or they might know he hasn't slept in 2 days or just something. And sometimes, even with us being like, a large panel at times, sometimes the vibe of someone else, just like, all right, maybe Keith is getting sleepy, or or he's just not in the mood for it today. So we kind of would know to this day. But you'll know like the limitations on that day and just be like, oh, okay, I got it. He don't got to do too much, you know what I mean, today.
Never
so it's
in the
just
mood for it.
So yeah.
No, it's certainly a lot to kind of, have to interpret, any kind of group's, personalities and, everything that they're going through, at least to the best of, your ability to understand that. And then even in moments, like, as you had said, just to double down on that, even in moments of celebration, like it's Yoongi's birthday, it's like, how are we not going to celebrate? How are we not going to want to be around him and everything like that? And obviously it was done in a playful manner, and it's not like, the seriousness attached to it where he was like, really upset or anything. But even just kind of playing along with those moments, stuff like that is just, really great too. And definitely speaks to that as far as like, as you had said, like kind of reading the room, but also just like, being respectful at the same point. I guess really the last thing I was going to add was one moment I did want to see was the Sugar Shuffle, as we had said, the zombie episode of Run Beat or Yeah, from BTS. As far as like, you know, when they had the zombie go towards him and it was a fake, and he was like, so as far as the don't mess with Suga thing, I for sure thought that moment was going to be in there, especially since it was an early on moment that I felt like it would have been in all these clips. But I was actually pleasantly surprised in a way that it wasn't, just to say that there's, again, so many examples that we haven't seen in reference to that. So I thought that was really cool too.
I thought we were going to get the Suga rundown too.
What was it, the quad or the dirt bike?
Yeah, because somebody was on the quad and he just came out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah,
They were looking for like the get out
or whatever.
Get out run, just chase him down.
That was a really good one. That was the paintball episode, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Yeah, they kept showing the transfer student picture. I'm surprised they didn't show him pull a gun out on Jimmy when he did the joint. This shit was like,
even when he was emceeing, when he was the cop and putting them all in jail in like one of the first 10, 15 episodes, I felt like, or something.
Yeah, this shit might have been the first 5.
No, it was a very early on episode for sure.
Them joints are funny as shit. Damn, we on like episode 50 something. We're so fast at.
They're like, you got 3 more years to go.
Well, you'd probably be further along if you gave them to us every week. Oh, easy.
It's like, we want to watch them too. We love them.
Yeah.
Easy.
Now look at JK. Look, yeah, he backed up when he kicked. He backed up. He didn't like that.
I was shocked with the kick in the nuts situation. I was like, oh, okay, damn.
I know.
Yo,
and he didn't even have his eyes open. He just fucking like
he just did it. Cat-like senses, cat-like reflexes.
Like, I'm sleeping. Leave me the fuck alone.
But he's like, and he learned his lesson very well after that.
He was trying to fill out whose face that was. All you heard was you talking about some go away. That shit was like, all right, I'm sorry.
Like, I'm gone.
Oh yeah, he smacked V right here. He's, oh.
That was so, because we always know V wants to rap and everything, even to like moments like that where it's like, you know.
He was kind of turned up though on the joint. I can tell what year it was because I seen a lot of dabbing going on. But he was turned up just for you get to step up, start rapping, and it'd be like 5 minutes of fame going to the back.
To the back. No rappy.
All the army are like, we're gonna get finally hear it. Finally hear Tay rap. Man.
Yo, that'd be crazy. What if on V's album he goes to rap and then Suga does a cameo and just cuts him off?
It's like we
on
know
his
this.
own album. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't finish that out and shit. But that shit was funny on In the Suit when he was trying to
play a game.
Yeah, when Suge was playing the same game Jin beat already. And I remember Jin just was like, I already know this level. Go around here and do this. And at first,
he's like, that's the fun of the game. I want to figure it out.
Then he just started doing his own thing. He was like, yo, I told you to go the other way. He was like, just wanted to do my own thing almost. It was just like, Jin was like, I'll shut the fuck up and just eat my breakfast. Like,
he just looked down, just put his head down.
Oh, I didn't see Jen get him too.
Mm-hmm.
Jen hit him with the water afterwards. I knew RM got him, but Jen definitely got him.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I actually did like how Yoongi addressed that though, where he was basically like, nah, like, you know, he was playing with the crowd. Basically, I was in the wrong spot, or I was like, I should have, like, if I had handled that differently, it kind of wouldn't have happened. But not like it was just really funny how he played it.
Yeah.
Just leaned down and grabbed the towel and just kind of looked at Army like.
Look at J Hoop, his mimosa.
Getting turned.
With my mimosa.
Hey, Fookie.
I always love watching Sugar moments. Like,
for sure.
He's my record. He's not my bias, but damn, he really, really could be. Like, I feel like he really is my spirit animal. We have the same rules. Leave me the fuck alone when I'm asleep. Very very dry humor. You know what I mean? Like, keep a straight face, but kind of still be joking with you or whatever. I definitely, you could, and that's the weird thing, because you could look at any of them and kind of see yourself even a little bit in each and every one of them.
The shade is in all of them.
There'll be times where I'm like super goofy like Jen, or there are times where I'm very about business like RM, overly playful like V, just caught in the headlights like like JK, super sexy like Jimin. You know what I mean?
Apparently goofy like Jim.
You know what I mean?
You're a joke guy.
And just optimistic, supremely optimistic like Hope. Yeah. Ironically enough, that's his name. But more times than not, you'll catch me in Sugar vibe where I'm just kind of like, yeah.
Calm, cool, collected.
Right. Just leave me alone while I'm sleeping. We're good. I think I tried to be on Sugar Vibe the whole Vegas trip, but it just didn't work. it didn't work. But all in all, I love these videos. I did kind of see some of these before we reacted, because I think we talked about it last video actually.
Cheater.
Pandemic.
That's when you gotta drink the bottle.
Pandemic.
It's gonna be a fucking pandemic.
You know, like just starving for things to watch, and like I mean, because TV sucked during the pandemic. Like, wasn't nobody record nothing. Like, YouTube was god tier during the pandemic. So like well, Nick had already started, but I was kind of starting my BTS journey at that point in time. So I was looking for content. I don't think I seen this one, but it was like a why the other members don't mess with Suge, and it was the one instance I did see that they didn't really go into too much context here, but they did on the other one was when Suge was laying down sleeping, and I think it was JK that went over to him. He had the all black on, or no, Jin, and he was looking like he was going to mess with him, but he was just like nah, and just walked away. I think it was either a part of a challenge or something that they were doing on a run, and he was just like, nah, forget it, I'm cool. I'm not fucking with
I'll
Suge.
take the L.
Yeah. But I don't know, like, I thought this was cool. I love to see the interactions. I always love to see the interactions. I think we need more Suge-geared content. We could just name it The Sugar Factory.
Like, comment, subscribe, #Redeemers. Let us know what other BTS content you want to get into. You better be subscribed after this. Jump on the Patreon. The Suge Day is going up on there. Happy birthday. We love you. We're going to holla at y'all.
Take care.
Peace.